Oh shit, we're streaming in all three places. Oops. Not what I wanted ahead of time right now. Okay. Why did it not add the thumbnail? Why did it not add the thumbnail? That's annoying. Alright, and save. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't change. Is it going to change? I don't know. Screw it. We got a message. And check the Twitch. Everything looks good. Kick, I'm assuming is good. I really don't care too much about kick, but it's there. Alright.
However, we offer 3D rendering services. But you probably already know who knows a guy who has a cousin who has a neighbor who could do it. Well, we also know a guy, Sebastian, a freelance expert.
Hey there, I'm your host Lasawi.
We're gonna watch this first.
And in today's video, I will show you how to have multiple weapons on your player character. So behind me over here, we have an axe, a sword, and a gun. So if I get close, I can pick each of these up, just like so. And if I go to press 1, we can take out our weapon, and we of course have a attack animation. I have a single
That's cool.
montage for each of these just to show you that it is possible, but of course you can customize this to a way higher extent. So there we have our axe animation. Let's put this back and let's take out our gun, and of course we have our gun animation. So I'm going to cover all three of these in this video, and with all that said, let's begin. First of all, we are going to need a few animations. Now the ones you saw at the very beginning, I got them off Mixamo, so feel free to pop down here and download whatever you deem is necessary. Now the second thing, we will need a gun, a sword, and an axe, so I'll link these down below, but if you have your own, then use that. And with that said, let's go back to Unreal. Once you're back in Unreal Engine, import all of your assets. So my sword's over here, my pistol is over here.
Okay, we're just gonna shoot, what do we want to do? Assault rifles here. We're gonna get rid of our enums. Skeletal mesh should be fine, because I really don't want it to be visible. So right now what we're having the issue with there it goes, is when we pick up a weapon, due to us changing how it worked last time, we hold it, but it's down there. And I don't know why. And it shoots.
Here, and same goes for the axe. Now it is important that whenever you're importing, so for example I have my sword over here, select the skeletal mesh, otherwise you won't be able to follow what I'm doing in this video. So just have the skeletal mesh selected. Now I can cancel since mine's already imported. I'll get a error message, but anyway, let's go into our montages. So these would be under my player animations, and over here you want your attack montages, which I have in my separate folder. So you'd have your animations and just convert them to montages.
I'm not doing that part.
Then we would have our draw and our sheet montages, so I'll go over one of these with you. For example, if we have our draw montage, we don't have any sheet montage, and that's our only animation, I'll show you how to create the sheet. So select your animation, do a duplicate, and let's call this sheet axe. And if I go go inside, I can simply go over in the rate scale and do -1, which will reverse the animation. So there you go, it was that easy. Now we have a sheet animation. So for each of the draw animations and the sheet animations, you want to right click and create an anim montage. And in the anim montage, it's very important that from the second tab from below, you add a montage notify, because this will determine when the weapon is going into the player's hands. So I know that for me, for the sheet, about 18 is good, but just play around with it and see what's looking best for you. So do this essentially for all of your montages except the attack ones. So let's hit X, and then let's go and create a few input actions so we can actually take the weapons out, attack, and pick the weapon up. Inside of our player skeleton, we need to create a few sockets so our player can hold the item, and of course so he can store it. So for that, let's type in right hand, and if we type in right, we should have a hand. And over here you can see I actually have a socket for the gun, for the axe, and for the item, which is actually the sword.
We already have that. Let me double check everything of mine. So we can click here, go to arms, go to this. And then if we go to the skeleton tree, first let's click save because there was a little icon up there. And if we do hand, how does he see all his bones? Okay, that doesn't work at all. Socket. Then we have our shotgun, rifle, pistol. That's all that matters for now. We're only using the shotgun and the rifle anyway, or the pistol and the rifle.
So I'll go over creating one with you. So we can right click on the right hand, add socket, and this socket I could name something like example, just to show you. And if I search for example, it should come up for me right there. And if we right click on it, we can add a preview asset, which could be the sword. And of course it's a little bit big, so if I select the sword, in the relative scale we can type in 0.2. Just play around with this, and then of course this will scale our sword. Now over here, if I select it once more, I can then rotate it so it's properly in our player's hand. But to get a better visual, we can type in an animation, and we can pause it, and we can preview how this would look inside of our animation. So of course this is not proper, so let's rotate it the correct way, and we can move it. So this is kind of the idea. You just play around with it and get it how you like it. So this would be for the hand, and then of course you'd have it for the back. So if I were to do it on the back, let's type in spine, and if I selected spine 1 for example, or let's do spine, spine 1. So if I wanted the weapon on the back, I would do the exact same. At right click, add a socket, and let's
try that. Let's do, I guess, one for the hip. I don't know. Hip or side underscore right. Index, that's that. I would like a leg. Upper arm, lower arm, index, middle. Do I not have that? Pelvis. That's like the pelvis bone, but I want like a hip bone. These are all just fingers. Thigh. Yeah, there is thighs. Did I not type that in? thigh left and then thigh right. I think I'll do right for like the pistol. So what we can do is on this one we're gonna do, what's he name his?
Socket example 2.
Okay, so on the thigh we're going to add a socket, and then on this socket, thigh R socket, we're going to name this one pistol holster socket.
So if I look then for example,
And if we select the pistol holster socket, add preview asset, and then do pistol, ours was A. And then now, if we select socket, do that, we can rotate. Now it won't 100% make sense because the dude doesn't have a fucking holster on him, but that's not the point. Point is, it looks cool to just put your gun down instead. Now I'm not gonna do animations for it probably, but at least not right now. Let's look up back. Wait, no. Spine 1? Where's that at? Okay, nope. Where's this at? Oh. Spine 5 is up there. Neck 1 and neck 2. So probably neck 1. It really doesn't matter though, does it? I mean, I'm going to do it regardless, sure. Right click, add socket, take that socket. We're going to name this rifle damn it, I keep hitting that. Rifle holster socket. That's the rifle holster socket. Right click, and then we're going to do assault rifle skeletal mesh. Of course, that doesn't look right. Socket, rifle holster socket, rotate to be about that. There we go. So if he's holding it from his right hand, let's actually go ahead and just do this 180 degrees. Angle this bad boy right there. Turn this to world location instead of relative. It's so broken. It's fine, it's whatever.
2. We can see it right there. We do the same thing. Right click, add preview asset, add the sword. And of course, we need to scale this once again, 0.2. And let's paste this everywhere. And then of course you'd select it and you would rotate it the proper way and just play around with it and how it would look on when the weapon is stored. So yeah, with that said, that's pretty much it. Let me just delete these. I don't need the example. And if I delete example 1. Okay, so next let's go into creating our weapon. Back inside of our content drawer, let's right click, go to blueprint class and select act. Now for this, I'll call it BP_item, but of course you can call it whatever you want. Now inside of this, it's very important we create a skeletal mesh, which will serve as an item. So I'll call it item. And if you select self,
I would do exactly what he's doing. So what we're gonna do, close out all these. I'm gonna put this in my main folder.
We also, I don't, okay. Instead of our content drawer, let's right click, go to blueprint class.
He went to his content drawer, right click, blueprint class, and then it was an actor, I know that.
And select actor. Now for this, I'll call it BP_item, but of course you can call it whatever you want. Now inside of this, it's very important we create a skeletal mesh, which will serve as an item, so I'll call it item. And if you select self, we also need a collision to give the player a way to interact with this. Now I'll select the sphere collision and I'll rename it to collision as well. Now let's go to our construction script, and over here we want to create a new variable which we
Hold up, bro, you're a little fast.
and I'll rename it to collision as well. Now let's go to our construction script, and over here we want to create a new variable which we can call our item model or our weapon model. And in the type, select skeletal mesh, since that's what we are using, and you want the object reference. Now make sure this is instance editable, since we will be editing this inside of our world. So just have the eye over there. Now select your item, get it, and from that,
I'm having some issues, hold up.
mesh, since that's what we are using, and you want
Okay, it's down there.
the object.
Okay, so here, skeletal mesh, it's right here, and then we want the object reference.
Reference. Now make sure this is instance editable, since we will be editing this inside of our world. So just have the eye over there. Now select your item, get it, and from the item do set skeletal mesh asset, and for the new mesh you just want to drag the variable we created, so get it and plug it into there. So what this simply means is if we compile and save and I put my item inside of the world, we'd be able to decide how this looks like. So
Hold up, for real? Is that actually how that works? It's just that easy? Not the whole thing, of course. So we drag and drop this in here. And select this, he said. You could just scroll down to details.
and I put my item inside of the world, we'd be able to decide how this looks like. So for example, I want my axe, which is a little too big. So
For real? That's how that works? For one, this is too damn small. It's not what I was trying to do. So in the item model, we're gonna do assault rifle A. I can't see it. Wonder why that is. Huh, yeah, you can't see it. Well, that don't make no damn sense. So if I do it here, though,
decide how this looks like. So for example, I want my axe, which is a little too big. So we can select the item over here, and let's say 0.06 is a good value. And the reason I know this because I played with this. So let's do that for all of these, and there you go. a normal looking size asset. And if I were to duplicate this item,
Well, that don't make any damn sense. I'm not seeing it.
with this, so let's do that for all of these, and there you go, a normal looking size asset. And if I were to duplicate this item, then of course I don't want the axe, I want the sword, for example.
I'm just trying to find one that works. That's all.
Make sure this is instance editable, since we will be editing this inside of our world. Set skeletal mesh asset, and for the new mesh, you just want to do.
I think I forgot something then, didn't I? I did. There we go. I was like, holy shit, I forgot something. So now I want this and the viewport to be clear. Compile. And back over here, I can set it to be skeletal mesh B. Now, I don't think I can mess with it. I don't think I can touch it. Yeah, no. It works, though.
To drag the variable we created, so get it and plug it into there. So what this simply means is, if we compile and save, and I put my item inside of the world, let's say 0, that the sword, for example, we can simply change it to the sword, and it's a little bit too small, so select the item once again, and let's do 0.2, and let's copy paste this like so, and there we go, we have our sword. Of course it's rotated the wrong way, but we can simply change that like so. Now let's say I also want my gun, so to do that we could duplicate this once more, and for our gun I could do the gun asset, so
yeah, I'm going to be doing that one, and then we're going to, was it Alt and drag? It is. And then with that one selected, we're going to do, I think it's that one. So this one's the pistol gray. Okay, then this one's the black. Yeah. Looks about right.
select the mesh, and for the item let's do 1.6, and let's copy this and paste it for each of these like that. So there we go, we have our gun. And of course the collision is a little small for my liking, so what we can do about that, let's go back inside of our item, viewport, select collision and make it 60. I think that's pretty good, so let's just see how that looks like. I can't play because there's an error there, but that's fine. So it's looking pretty good. So with that said, let's save and let's go back into the event graph. The next thing we need to do, we need to create a blueprint interface so our player can interact with the item. So do a right click, go to blueprint and select.
Okay, content drawer, dock and layout. I want it to be no. Yeah, I don't know why this is being a pain in the ass for. I want it to dock down like here somewhere. There we go. Maybe, can I not zoom this down more? How the fuck does that work? What the fuck? Whatever. Actually, it says blueprint interface. We should already have one, right? Main animations that blueprint. Blueprint interact.
Blueprint interface. Now for this, I'll call it BPI underscore pickup. That's
Hmm. Okay, blueprints, blueprint interface, BPI, pickup, pickup O, F2.
fine, and we can
That's exactly
save,
what that is.
and that's all we need to do with this. So go
Oh, we literally just compile and save, and that's all we need to do with this.
inside of our player. So this would be player BP underscore Brady for me. So essentially whatever your character's name is. Now inside of here, we need to go to class settings and add our blueprint interface, which we call pickup.
Okay.
So we can compile that, and I never actually named it, so that's my bad. Let's go back and let's name it something. So this function over here, let's give this a name. I'll call it picking up, like so. So let's go back into our player, and we can double click on this, which will pop on our event graph. And from here, let's do for each loop with break.
Where did you find that? In the interfaces?
Back into our player, and we can double click on this, which will pop on our event graph. And from here, let's do for each loop with break. Let's do from array get overlapping actors.
Okay, from the array, get overlapping actors.
And for the class filter, type in actor and select that. Then for array element, do does implement interface and then get a branch. So if it does, we are going to do the picking up function. So on true.
Okay, then if it does, we're going to do a branch. So if it does, then we're going to enter the value, take it from true.
Actually, from the array element, do picking up. So essentially whatever you call your function, plug that into there. And now at the very end, we will reset this so we can put.
Okay, so we're going to set this back into break. This dude's weird. The stuff he does was kind of cool, but I also don't know what the hell's going on, so.
That into the break, and I can make it look a lot better by rerouting these cables or these links. So that's our picking up function, and next we want to get our input action, which we did, and this was also called IA underscore pickup. And from here,
Which we did. When the hell did we do that? IA underscore. Excuse me? What?
we can simply do picking up, like so. And let's comment this code and picking up, pick up, and from here we did links. So that's our picking up function, and next we want to get our input action, which we did.
Which we did? What do you mean, which we did? When the hell did we do this? It's all importing assets, sockets, weapons, player interface. Why is it always, every time I try to find a series to follow, it's never correct? When the hell did we ever do that? What?
A lot better by rerouting these tables or these links. So that's our picking up function, and next we want to get our input action, which we did.
IA underscore. I don't have one of those. What the fuck is this? See, it's always something.
And this was also called IA underscore pickup, and from here
When the fuck? Where am I finding that at?
pickup. That's fine, and we can simply save, and that's all we need to do with this. So now for this, I'll call it BPI underscore pickup, BP underscore, which we, let's give this a name. I'll call it picking up, B underscore Brady for me, and we go to blue. So it's like a hash. You just want a skeletal mesh asset out of our world. Now for our weapon model. Now I'll select the sphere collision and lift that side of our that set, and then I'll point to set dig and get animation properly in a point. If we right click and this is a song, and let's go into our player skeleton, put of course my axe, and for my draw tree this will be my gun. So I'll just more with we need to create these mappings. So over here I'll find my pickup, which
I did miss something.
pickup. So IA underscore pick. Create more, but I'll be using a single one. And one more thing, let's right click and go to input action once again, and we
Okay, we're just gonna go to main, input action, pickup.
need our pickup. So IA underscore pick up. So once you have that, just save this and let's go into our IMC, in which we need to create these mappings. So over here I'll find my
Into the what?
the attack ones. So let's hit X and then let's go and create few input actions so we can actually take the weapons out, attack, and pick the weapon up. So in our input, in the actions,
He already has an eye. What the fuck? Content. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is in first person and then input. Oh, they're literally all here.
let's create an input action for our attack. So IA underscore attack, just like so. And if you want more attack buttons, just create more, but I'll be using a single one. And one more, A underscore pick up. So once you have that, just save this and let's go into our IMC, in which we need to create these mappings. So over here I'll find my pickup, which I'll have on the F key. Then we can create one more, which will be my attack. So let's say left mouse button, there we go, the attack. And at the very end, let's do our draw 1, draw 2, and we need the draw 3. So the way I'm going to do it is, let's do our mappings. So over here,
So what's the
action
draws?
for our attack, draw 1. Let's create 3 input actions to be able to draw our weapons. So input action,
So I'm gonna have 2 draws. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to here, and then in actions, I'm gonna right click. We're gonna do input action, draw pistol. We're gonna do IA underscore draw pistol underscore 1, because this can be for the first pistol. We're going to take this, duplicate it, and this is IA underscore draw rifle underscore 1. And then IMC default, we're going to add, that's going to be the new input action. I think. Pick up fire. This one right here is going to be draw rifle, so that will be your primary. So that one will be, what's this? 1. We're going to add a new mapping. This one's gonna be for your pistol. It's going to be 2. Now I've also noticed these here. So Xbox One. What the fuck is PlayStation? Gamepad? I don't know. So they're F to pick up, 1 for rifle, 2 for pistol.
Hit this and call this draw 2, and if we duplicate it once more, we draw 3. So that's our weapon 1, weapon 2, and weapon 3. Next, let's create an input action for our attack. So IA underscore attack, just like so. And if you want more attack buttons, just create more, but I'll be using a single one. And one more thing, let's right click and go to input action once again, and we need our pickup. So IA underscore pick up. So once you have that, just save this, and let's go into our IMC, in which we need to create these mappings. So over here, I'll find my pickup, which I'll have on the F key. Then we can create one more, which will be my attack. So let's say left mouse button. There we go, the attack. And at the very end, let's do our draw 1, draw 2, and we need the draw 3. So the way I'm going to do it is, for my draw 1, this will be my sword. For my draw 2, this will be my axe. And for my draw 3, this will be my gun. So I'll just have it 1, 2, and 3. But of course, do it whatever is comfortable for you. So with that said, let's save and exit. Next, let's go into our player skeleton. So over here,
I had the skeleton open. Go here, find it, open her up. Player skeleton.
inside of our player skeleton, we need to create a few sockets so our player can hold the item, and of course so we can store it. So for that,
I already made those.
let's type in right hand, and if we type in right, we should have a hand. And over here you can see I actually have a socket for the gun, for the axe, and for the item, which is actually the sword. So I'll go over creating one with you, so we can, it should this. So let's do that.
So we've already done this
these.
part.
And there you go, a normal looking size asset. And if I were to duplicate this
Sort
item,
of
then
save.
of course I don't want the axe,
Close.
I want the.
We didn't
sword,
change
for
nothing
example.
here.
We can simply change it to the server, and it's a
Um,
little bit too small. So select the item once again, and let's do 0.2. And let's copy paste this like
Alright,
so.
there we go.
And there we go. We have our sword.
Now it
Of
was
course,
in
it's
the
rotated the wrong
BP
way.
weapons,
We can simply change that like so.
I think, right?
Now-
Hold up.
A right click, go to blueprint. We can compile that, and I never actually named it, so that's and call it our cup action, which
Okay, where the fuck is this at? Event graph inside of the BP player, which is here. And then down here, we're gonna do IA underscore pickup.
this was also called IA underscore pickup, and from here we can simply do picking up like so. And let's comment this code and call it our pick up system.
Okay, it's a new comment and a new pickup system. New pickup. Oh god damn it. New pickup system. We're going to show bubble when zoomed. Eventually. There we go. Compile. Is this thing ever going to just like do what I tell it to do the first row or first time?
So that's looking good. And since we are inside of our player character, let's go to our viewport, and we can add these assets to the bones we create. So over here, select the mesh, add a skeletal mesh, and let's call this
I'm pretty sure my character already had a skeletal mesh. Yeah, skeletal mesh component.
sword. Now we can do a duplicate, I believe. So if I select that, we can duplicate, and let's call this our gun. Now we can duplicate this once again, and let's call this our axe. Now select your sword, and essentially what you want to do, over in the skeletal mesh, select the sword asset, and you can see it's in the wrong place. So go into the parent socket and search for the socket you put your sword in.
That's cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this now. We're doing something completely different. We're going to add a skeletal mesh. So this one's going to be rifle 1. I'm going to go ahead and change this to assault rifle. I'm pretty sure it was dark, yep. Now it is a what?
So go to mesh, select gun. Now we can duplicate to a over here, select the mesh, add a skeletal mesh.
Well, that don't make no damn sense. How is mine doing that? Add what? Well, that don't make no damn sense. Where the fuck did that go? I am confused as a motherfucker. How the fuck did that manage to break this? fuck? Oh, it's just because that equipped weapon isn't where it was before I deleted it all. But this is breaking. Okay, are we back? Nope. Hmm. Why is it? Like, I'm not able to add a fucking skeletal mesh here. I mean, I am, but it's adding this. Why is it only giving me more of that? Hold Control and Alt for more. I don't want an instance of one. I want just to make a new one. Okay. I need to be a parent of this, not this. Rifle 1, take this. But cannot change sockets on inherited components. What? Change socket on inherited components. So does it have something to do with this then? Is what it looks like it's doing. Bop, bop, and bop. Just get rid of that. Click compile. What do you mean inherited, bruh? That's fucking dangerous. That makes no fucking sense. This is really making me mad. I don't fucking get this. I really, really don't. Yeah, drag the spotlight or whatever I'm using onto the mesh. It has to be a child of the mesh, but I'm trying. I literally drop here to detach rifle 1 from mesh. Let's try that. Still doesn't give me the option. Try again. Still doesn't give me the fucking option. If it just do that. Nope. Man, this is pissing me off, dude. Because I'm like at a stopping point now to where I'm stuck. Because nothing is working right. I'm literally fucking stuck and I don't know what to do. Honestly, this system for spawning the weapon pickup is just fucking broken and trash. The other one works so much better. Like, honestly. I'm just probably going to delete all of this and go back to his original video. Because it's just broken. It doesn't work. It's just that simple. Like, the guy I was watching does really good tutorials, but everything is fucking broken. I don't know how else to explain it. It just doesn't work. I literally went through his video probably 5 different times. Doesn't work. So as of right now, I don't think anything works. So if I go to click play, minus the mesh that I have attached to me right now. Yeah, you can't. It doesn't actually pick up any weapons, so that's what I want. I want it to do absolutely nothing. I can't change the root socket on that bitch for some reason, so whatever. Oh my god, okay. But the bad thing about that is, that means when I go into my BP weapons, or not even weapons, my BP pickup master, or my weapon master or whatever, things aren't going to be set technically right anymore because I have all these inherited things like ammo and a bunch of other crap. So what I need to do is find where that's at. I think it was weapon name. Oh, we still got 0, 1, 2, and 3. The shotgun doesn't really work right now, but we'll keep it in there, I guess. Weapon class, primary and secondary, fire mode, ammo type, and weapon type. So what we'll do, I guess, since this isn't working, like it's literally not allowing me to add a skeletal mesh into my regular mesh and allowing me to change the sockets, I can't do that. So what we're going to have to do is go to the dude I have been watching.
What's up guys, Mizzo Frizzo here, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing...
Go to videos and then just go all the way down to where he does it. That's the 2-weapon system. I don't want that. I just want the... weapon system.
Who really owns your audience?
This makes me mad.
Algorithms make building your brand on social media harder than.
You can add in some other stuff. Press the button we want it to be mapped to. So I can change that to F. And that's it. Save and close that. And the next thing we're going to do is head up to our underscore main, create a couple of new folders here. Let's create one called interfaces. That's going to be for our blueprint interfaces. We're going to also create one called props, and within props we're going to create a folder called pickups and one called weapons.
So we already have most of the stuff already, and I just need to remember how to set up a blueprint.
Folder. Let's right click and find blueprint interface, and
I wonder if I can move these real quick. So I'm going to do new folder and then OG way. I'm going to call it OG way.
I'm going to call this BPI underscore interact. Open up.
Do I not have an interact anymore? What the fuck? Oh, it's right here. Okay.
BPI interact. Straight away you'll see that it's going to suggest you rename the function. Let's just rename it interact. When we're not going to actually implement any of the logic in here, but we're just going to rename the function interact, and we're going to add an input, and we're going to call the input character picking up, and we're going to change it to the type of our character's blueprint object reference, so object reference to our character's blueprint. Sometimes that doesn't work the first time, you just have to do it a second time. It's odd. Compile and save. That's all we need to do in here. We can close that and head on over to our props folder and weapons, and we are going to create a new blueprint class of type actor, and we're going to call this BP underscore weapon master. We are also going to create, if we right click and go blueprint enumeration, and we're going to call this enum underscore weapon type, and we're going to duplicate that, and we're going to call the other one weapon name. Open up enumeration weapon type.
Type and name are the two we need.
Straight away we're going to add a few enumerators. We're going to call these hit scan, projectile, and melee. Enumerations are basically a list of information so that you can reference several different types. It's hard to explain, but it'll become very...
Also, just while we're here real quick, because I'm just curious about something. If we go to... Oh, fuck, where are they at? I'm just going to go to the enemy itself. Go to this guy here. Browse to... Oh, actually, I need the actual... blueprint. I need the blueprint. Yeah, so it's like these here. So if we do if we open up those, so we do the damage here. So event melee task, so that's them getting damaged. I know it's somewhere. So raw death, enemy health system. So ragdoll. So damage is minus. There's gotta be a way to call for the weapon damage. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way to set that, bro. There has to be. Here's my assault rifle. If I want to set the damage to like 45 per bullet, there's gotta be a way to set that, right? Maybe it's on the hit scan. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't test it anyways, so whatever. Can't test it yet.
Clear very, very soon. Trust me. Open up the other enumeration, weapon name, and we are going to add a few again, but instead of naming the weapons in this list, I'm just going to keep them as integers, so 0, 1, and 2, and instead I'm going to keep their names over here as notes in the description. So I'm going to call this first one unarmed, I'm going to call the second one pistol, and the third one assault rifle. The reason for this is this will be more easily referenced in my animation blueprint and used to separate the animations for each weapon. So that will also become clearer in a later shoot, but just for now we're going to keep it like this. Save that and close that. We're going to leave BP Weapon Master for now and head over to props and pickups, and we're going to create a blueprint class of type actor and call it BP underscore pickup master. This is going to be the parent class for all the pickup items in the game. We can open this up, and the first thing I'm going to do is add a new component, a static mesh component.
See, most of this
And
already
let's
works for
call
me.
this pickup object. We can drag it onto scene root to replace the root. And over here, we're going to change the static mesh to just anything really. I'm just going to select this sphere. It's literally just a big ass sphere. Doesn't really matter what object it is. But the reason we put a static mesh here is so that we can give it some attributes that will be inherited in the child classes. The first thing I'm going to do is search for tick and uncheck start with tick enabled. We don't need tick.
Another thing, hold up, before we full on go, I'm just keep on messing with stuff. Variables, we're gonna do weapon damage, and then can we change this to like BP weapon master, get object reference, class reference. So none of those work. I was just testing.
And I'm also going to search for physics and check simulate.
Okay, yeah, no.
Physics. I'm not actually sure if these will be inherited, but let's give it a go anyway. I'm going to check mass and change it to 60. Change the linear damping and the angular damping to 0.25. Compile and save. And I'm going to add another component, which is going to be a sphere collision. And I'm going to call this pickup radius. Select pickup radius and change the sphere radius to 100. Very good. That's all we need to do in here. So we can close pickup master, but I'm going to right click on it and create a child blueprint class, and I'm going to call it BP underscore weapon pickup. BP underscore weapon pickup. This will be the parent class for, like I said, all the pickup items in the game, but you may want your weapon pickups to behave slightly differently to all your other items. So BP weapon pickup will be the parent class of all our weapon pickups. We can open up BP weapon pickup. We can create a new variable called weapon to spawn of type BP underscore weapon master class reference. Okay. Compile and save that and close that, because we are then going to right click on that and create a child blueprint class of that, and we are going to call it BP underscore pistol pickup. BP underscore pistol pickup.
And that's this one right here.
In BP underscore pistol pickup, what we can do is select the pickup object and change the static mesh to the static mesh of the pistol that we created. Pistols a static mesh. That's really all we need to do in here. This is a static mesh of the pistol. It has physics enabled because that's been
float is point numbers, integer is think it'd be float. Jesus. Okay, so now if we do that, so we take damage per hit and make it a float on both weapons. Can we come in here and then do cast to, I don't know, BP underscore pistol pickup? And then if we cast to it, we can set damage per hit or get damage per hit. So you can't get it. Okay. I was just trying some random shit.
Inherited from the parent class, and it has a pickup radius here that allows us to interact with it. That's all we really need to do in here. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is head back over to our weapons folder and open up BP Weapon Master.
What the fuck? Back over to weapons, BP Weapon Master. Yes, Master,
We are
yes.
going to add a skeletal mesh component. Let's call this weapon model. And we can drag that onto the scene root. We can search for tick and disable, start with tick enabled. We don't need tick on this. And we are going to create a few variables. Let's just call the first one damage of type float, and we can duplicate that a few times and rename these penetration, range maybe, and magazine size. We're not actually going to start using these today, but this is, as I said, the parent class for all of our weapon blueprints. So
I'm going to start using them today.
add any variables in here that are going to be common across all of your weapons. So these are just some basic ones that you might want to make use of later. And let's also add recoil pattern. That will be of type curve vector. I might do a shoot later on curve vectors, but yeah. So also create. We can search for the also. We can pick up class, which is big class, and create pickup class BP weapon pickup. Nice. We can compile and save that and close that. We're going to right click on it and create child blueprint class, and we're just going to call this one BP underscore pistol. Open up BP pistol and select the weapon model, change the skeletal mesh asset to the appropriate skeletal mesh, pistols A. And in class defaults, as I said, we created a bunch of these variables for common use across all of our weapons, but the main ones we're worried about right now are weapon name and pickup class. So if you remember, the weapon name that we gave to pistols was 1, and the pickup class is going to be the BP pistol pickup. Okay? We can open up our character's blueprint now. and we are going to look for the input action that we made, which is IA_interact. We are also going to get overlapping actors of class filter pickup master, BP_pickup master. We are going to get the first overlapping actor, and we are going to send out a message, our BPI_interact message. While we're here, we're also going to create a custom event, and we'll call it spawn weapon.
Spawn weapon was right here.
And click on spawn weapon, and over here add an input. We'll call it weapon to spawn, and it is going to be a reference to our weapon master class. So BP weapon master class reference. Compile and save that. Now this
Okay, so this one right here should be weapon master, and it should be a class reference.
actually doesn't have anything to interact with. What we need to do is go into our pickups folder, and in our pickup master we are going to click
Okay, compile. I'm just gonna keep it there. Compile, blah blah blah. Go back over to our pickup. BP weapon master to our pickup master.
class settings, and over here we are going to, under interfaces, click add, and we are going to add the BPI_interact interface, which you will now see over here in interfaces. If I then go to the child of that, which is weapon pickup, interfaces will be over here, and we can either right click on that and go implement event, or we can just double click it and it will pop up here in the event graph. Off of character picking up, we are going to find the spawn weapon custom event that we created, and weapon to spawn will be weapon to spawn here, which we created earlier. Plug that in there. And while we're here, we might as well also destroy actor. It's going to destroy itself once this has been done. So when we pick up the weapon, it will spawn weapon, and it will destroy this pickup. Pretty sure that's everything we need to do in here, so we can close that, close this. So when we interact, it's going to get the first overlapping actor of the class pickup master. It is going to send out a message, the BPI_interact, which then will spawn the weapon, and in spawn weapon here we're just going to drag off weapon to spawn and go spawn actor from class. We can right click the spawn transform and split this struct pin. We might just right click and go get actor location, and we're also going to get actor forward vector. We are going to add these, but we are going to multiply this one. Let's just do 50 on the X and 50 on the Y. Add those together. So we are just spawning this 50 units in front of our actor here. Plug that into the transform. Location, and I'm also off the return value. I'm going to promote this to a variable, and I'm going to call it current weapon. This is going to be very handy. We'll
What?
promote this to a variable. Yeah. Plug that into the transform. Location, and I'm also off the return value. I'm going to promote this to a variable, and I'm going to call it current weapon. This is going to be very handy. We'll
Is it current weapon?
now be able to reference whatever weapon we've got at any given time. And I am going to attach actor to component. We're going to have to create a socket for this. We are also going to just move this out a bit here. Down here to make some space at the front here. Even more, I think. Now that we've created this current weapon off of spawn weapon, let's just check if our current weapon is valid.
Okay, current weapon, get current weapon, take this out to is valid. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong one. It's valid, and I'm pretty sure this goes into a true or false,
Get an is valid.
or a branch.
Plug this into the execution pin here. If there is a current weapon, we want to destroy it. Destroy actor. But before we destroy actor, we're going to generate a pickup. So off of current weapon, what we can do is find the pickup class that we've created, get pickup class, and we can spawn that. This is actually meant for that. Sorry, I got ahead of myself here. This is going to be attached to here. This is not. The transform of this. This is actually where we want the pickup to spawn. We'll spawn actor from class. The class is going to be the pickup class.
Is valid. And this right here, scoot all this down. Spawn transform, split struct pin, and then these go into that one.
And the spawn transform, we can split the struct pin, and we're going to spawn this just in front of where we are. So if we interact here, get the first overlapping actor, it's going to spawn a weapon, the weapon to spawn. It is going to, if we already have a weapon, so we're checking is current weapon valid. If it is, we're going to spawn the pickup of that weapon just in front of us. So we're essentially going to drop the weapon. It's going to seem like we're dropping the weapon, and then we're going to destroy the one in our hands. We're spawning the new one here. This might not seem clear this like this. I'll just grab some reroute nodes so it looks clearer. A little bit of spaghetti code here, but I think you should be able to wrap your heads around this. Pretty smart, guys. So yes, if we have a weapon, we're spawning the pickup of that weapon in front of us, destroying the weapon from our hands, and if we don't have a weapon, we just want to go ahead and spawn this new weapon. Spawn this new weapon, set the value of current weapon to that new weapon, attach actor to component, and this is going to be our body. Attach it to a body and socket.
Okay, so the very end, the parent would be the body, right, of us.
We will create right now. So if you find your MetaHumans folder.
Pretty sure this is where we do the duplicate thing here. So what we're gonna do, right, is I'm pretty sure it's usually like duplicate. This one comes down here. This goes like right here. Of course, we change this. We do parent on both, and then current weapon here and here. Something like that. I could be wrong. I'll watch the video. Don't worry. I'm just from last time we did this exact tutorial. I'm pretty sure we did something like that. And then like this, no. Something of this sort. Now I know our BP tray, which we were already in. Go here, find this in the thing, open it up, skeletal, and then socket. So we got rifle socket. So that's what this one will be called. So inside of here, the first one, let's just say, pretty sure this one will be rifle socket. The other one will be pistol socket. Now how to set them up, I don't really remember. We'll have to see that in a second.
Well, I mean, we've already got the character blueprint open here, so we can just go to the viewport and click on the body and find this skeletal mesh, open this up, and then click the button that takes you to the skeleton up the top right here. Let's find the right hand. Find the right hand, right click, and go add socket, and let's call this the pistol socket. Pistol socket. Right click on the pistol socket and add preview asset. These were designed just before we close it, actually, just to make it foolproof, so we're just copying the name of the pistol socket.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and any
Name to pistol socket. Let me just implement something else here that is going to come in handy later. Off of current weapon, what we can do is get
enum or some shit like that.
get the weapon name. Get weapon.
Okay, so he's going from here. Hold up, let's just do that.
Weapon name, the enumeration here, and off of weapon name we can do switch by enum weapon name. Just trying to keep this as
Okay, so if I understand correctly, this goes in there. 0 was unarmed. 2 was the rifle. 1 was the pistol, which is what we have down here. Now, I don't think that's going to work right away. I think there's other stuff that we have to do, but we're going to try it. Because this is right here. This right here is what worked before. This type of blueprint that we're doing now could still not work right now, but... Okay, so big question is, where's that going? Is it still going inside of my human? Why is that over here? What the fuck? So I did something wrong with the pistol. Let me just look at what we got going on. 1 is to the pistol. Pistol socket, keep relative. 2 is to that one.
Clear as possible.
I'm just gonna switch these around. Just so they're not all fucked up.
So what this is doing is this is
Okay, so we're gonna set this back to where we had it all. So 1, like we already had it, is pistol. We know that. It's got the pistol socket name and everything. And then inside of here, that's not what I meant to do. Let me get this out of the way here. Okay, bring this a bit forward so we got a little bit of room here. And off of this one, we're going to do that. So 2 is this. And this one also needs to go into target.
basically train tracks for your code here. If the current weapon's weapon name is 1, it's going to attach to the pistol socket, and later on, you know, you could duplicate this and plug it into 2.
Now the scrolling doesn't work anymore, so I'm gonna pretty much remove that. I already know that that does not work. Yeah, this down here. I'm just gonna like remove all of this from even being a thing, because that does not need to be a thing that works anymore. Switched rifle. I wish this stuff worked, but it doesn't anymore due to, well, us having to go back to the OG way that we had everything set up versus the newer, fancier way. So I got to find a way of doing all of that again. But right now, not going to happen. Now my ADS also isn't working anymore. I don't know why it's not calling for that animation. It should be. My FOV thing works, but it should be calling for that animation when that happens. I mean, the plus side is now our gun goes in our hand, but I got to figure out why that animations isn't working.
Target will be body, and in your skeleton, you could also create an assault rifle socket. head at right now. Pistol socket, we can get rid of the preview there. And on the hand, add another socket. Call it the rifle socket. Add a preview of the assault rifle, which I believe was B. And again, I think the scale is way off here. That's huge. That's longer than his leg. Just put that in just about the correct position for now. That'll do for now. So we've created a rifle socket as well, and again we can copy the name of that socket.
Of course, I got nab.
This game, you're not ready.
And then paste it in here into
Now I'm just realizing there's no target attached to this one.
the socket name. So this is one of the advantages of using a system like this with all proper class references and inheritance is I can reference the current weapon at any time and say grab the enumeration value of that weapon, and like I said, this switch on enum weapon name is like train tracks, and you can implement different code for whatever weapon you're carrying at any given time. That should be that all set up. We also need to select set the character picking up as self. So get a reference to self, plug that in there. And a couple of other things I just want to double check. The BP pistol pickup weapon to spawn in class defaults should be set to the BP pistol. This reminds me, while we're here, we might just open the weapon pickup and add weapon name in here. Don't necessarily need this right now, but this might be good to have later on. The enum weapon name as weapon name in here, and in BP pistol pickup that weapon name will be 1. That should be everything. If I just grab the pistol pickup, I'm just going to spawn a few of these, and I might just rotate them so that when they spawn we get to see the simulated physics in action. If I hit play now, walk over to these, I should be able to pick that up. And now that I've got a weapon in my hand, if I go to pick up another one, it'll destroy that weapon and spawn another pickup in front of me. It's hard to see that this weapon's actually being destroyed. So let's just very quickly set up a pickup for the assault rifle as well. So we can duplicate this pistol pickup, and we change the skeletal map. Why don't we very quickly implement some fire logic on these weapons, huh? Okay, so to implement some fire logic, we're going to go to the interfaces folder and create a new blueprint interface, bpi_fire. We are also going to find our inputs folder. It's first person input actions.
I already have all this.
Create a new input action called ia_fire. And we are also going to back out and go into our default mapping context and add this new mapping ia_fire that we've created. And if we click on the keyboard and then left click our mouse, set that to left mouse button, we can save that and close that. We don't need that anymore. In our character's blueprint, let's find the input action fire that we just created. Input action fire, and when it's triggered, actually let's create some fire modes really quick. we can, in our weapons folder, create another enumeration, blueprint enumeration, call this enum underscore fire mode, and let's just create two and call one semi and full auto, semi auto and full auto. We can also add this to our weapon master, so we can add a variable here, fire mode, find the fire mode enumeration that we just made, and inside our weapons blueprints we also want to set those class defaults. Fire mode semi-auto by default. You can add functionality to switch fire modes for different weapons later on, but for now we're going to set the fire mode of the pistol as semi-auto and the assault rifle go into the class defaults and change the default fire mode to full auto. Okay, and then in our character's blueprint what we can do is grab the current weapon. Let's just check is valid first. Check that we have a weapon, and if we do have a weapon we can switch on enum. That's going to be fire mode, so get the fire mode first, get fire mode, and then switch on enum fire mode. If it's semi-auto we are just going to where's the fire, BPI fire? BPI interact, no, BPI fire. We need to do something with BPI fire, don't we? We can rename that to fire for starters. Compile and save. We should be able to fire BPI fire. There we go. The target is going to be the current weapon. Okay. We haven't actually added this yet, but we can just straight up go to the weapon master, BP weapon master, and in class settings add the interface BPI fire. Okay. In each of, we'll set that up in a second, so that's that will work, that will go over to there and fire, and if we are doing full auto we are also going to fire, and then we can do a delay. The delay will just be this will be the fire rate, so if we set it to 0.1 it'll fire 10 times a second, and then on completion that can go back around. To fire again.
Trying to see how easily this is like repeatable. So I'd like to do a 3-round burst. That would be fun. So So those are the AI fires. Blueprint fires, so that's that. I don't think this is anything that we need. Was it... I don't remember where he said that it'd be at. Weapons is this one right here. It is enum fire mode. Yeah, add enumeration. This is gonna be 3 round burst. Save. Yeah, see, now we got a 3 round burst. So like, what if we take essentially this entire section, and then, well, first things first, that's kind of messy as fuck. Alright, take this one here, minus that one, come down, duplicate it, but on this, instead of a delay, let's do delete. Maybe this will work. I don't fucking know. So this one went around and back into its branch. 3 round burst. This one can go back into there. Well, how the fuck did I do that the first time? Oh, did it come out of here? It did, so there we go. And then we had the get current weapon into the target for these ones. And then same thing, not for the line trace. Now on this one, do we have any of that? No, we did not. Okay, so that's for the 3 round burst. Now if we take our... Let's see, is it anything in Weapon Master? I don't think it is. Firing mode. This is our Weapon Master, so does it at least show the other one? It does, okay. So let's say we take this and we're going to do BP Assault Rifle, but we're going to do it BP underscore 3 round burst AR, and then open this one up, and then we're going to change this one from being full auto to 3 round burst. Let's try it. Compile and save. Now, if we could bring this up, since finally we technically have a third weapon. That's the wrong one. We need pickups. Duplicate this one. BP 3 round burst pickup. Open that up, and then we're going to change the weapon to spawn. That one. Weapon name 2. We need another weapon name, don't we? Fuck it, let's try it and see at least if something's gonna work. If it works, that'd be awesome. If not, then I got a couple things I can change. So this is called a loop on purpose. Throw in a line tree, or not a line trace, a delay. I mean, that's how we have it on the other one, so isn't that not how it's supposed to work? No? Okay, yeah, no. Let's break that one. BP tray, so that's this one. I figured it would work, but I guess not. Is it registering as a solo or a single fire? Whoa. I'm just wondering how you do that then. If you do a 3-iron burst, how the hell do you do a 3-iron burst? What if we put a delay between the two? Zero 0.001. It's gonna be a fast ass gun. This also could possibly just not work at all. I'm not seeing a simulation here, so glad simulation's fucking working. I don't know. I had to try it at least because it's been something that's been on my mind the last couple times. I've been thinking about doing Unreal Engine stuff. So
Okay, so semi-auto will fire, full auto will fire, delay for 0.1 of a second, and then fire again. You can add in some other stuff later on, such as, you know, Boolean for can fire, can the weapon fire, you know, and does it have ammo, etc., etc., etc. You'll be able to add a lot of stuff to this system. The basic bones are here. We just now need to tell our weapon blueprints, our current weapon, what to do when it fires. So in BP pistol, in the event graph, we can bring up the fire, and these weapon packs come with montages. So what we might do later on is create a custom event, which will be a line trace. When our weapon fires, it will fire a custom event line trace, and we could call that from here. But for now, let's just play an animation montage. Play montage. This will be the montage of... it won't be montage, will it? What do these weapon packs have? Pistol A. They'll be in... Maybe they're all...
I gotta get me a drink. Holy shit. Somebody didn't clean my fucking fridge good enough when my wife got into it, so now everything doesn't work. No, I'm kidding. It's just not as warm.
The other folder. Weapons, anims. Weapon dark, weapons, weapons, anims. Here we go. So, they're just animation sequences, they're not montages. So if we open up the pistol fire, we've got these nifty animations of the weapons firing. One thing you might want to do is just double check that they are set up in a way that you like. So we're doing the pistol here. Let's find the animation of the pistol firing. This is the one. If we pause it and grab this timeline, we can look at when the hammer is coming forward and when it actually fires. The muzzle flash is going off way too soon here, so I'm going to look at for when the hammer hits and the slide starts to come back, and right there I'm just going to move these into place so that now the trigger's being pulled, the hammer's coming forward, and when the hammer hits, boom, muzzle flash, and the slide comes back. So we've edited that and we found that in BP pistol. On the option to play is going to be the Fire Pistol W. Is that the one that we found? Fire Pistol W? Yep, Fire Pistol W. In the assault rifle, let's just find the assault rifle's firing animation really quick. Weapons dark, weapons, anims, fire rifle W.
Starting today, anyone can monetize with ads. As part of the all-new Beehive ad...
So I just realized I could have been doing the shotgun also this entire time, but I don't have any animation set up for it. So if you look, we have weapons. So we have the pickups. Then we have the blueprint shotgun pickup. I mean, it's not usable by no means. It's like if we click play, it'll give you the AR when you pick it up. If you pick it up, you literally get nothing. Like, it doesn't have a socket or nothing to go into. It's a BP tray. If we look here where we're giving ourselves the weapon, yeah, here. So what we do is basically just duplicate this, put this here, drag the body into the body. We're going to move this to be more relative for all the parts that are coming in. Drag this into target. We're going to rename the socket to be... Let's go to viewport. Let's go to body. Let's open up this. Open up this. Go to this. And then let's do socket. So we got a shotgun socket, which should be there. Grab the shotgun socket. We're going to go back to the event graph. Gonna drop the shotgun socket in. Technically, we can pick it up. So we're gonna attach number 3 into that one. Damn it. And into that one. There we go. So technically, we pick up our shotgun 3. Or our shotgun, and it will actually give us the shotgun, at least this time, now that we actually can get it set up. And I think I don't have it set up right though just yet, so we need to go to compile, go back to our weapon pickups, and then in our shotgun, just gotta make sure this is set to weapon name 3. It is. Ammo, we don't have that set up yet. BP shotgun, so weapon to spawn on pickup. Is that the right one? Don't remember. And the FPS is bad sometimes. Nice. Now if we drop this, it drops the pistol. Okay. So what we need to do is go to weapons, BP shotgun. Pickup class should be shotgun pickup, because you want it to drop the pickup. So when you go back up to it, you can pick it up again. So, go into it. First things first, FPS, T-max FPS, 60. So, if we have the shotgun, drop this. It should drop that so you can see the 3-round burst gun doesn't work. Oops, I forgot I switched that out. Full auto. Okay, so what we should do is for the shotgun, we need this to be semi-auto. Let me see here. Can we do a different kind of shooting, I guess you could say blueprint for just the shotgun? I think it's right. Oh, excuse me. That is camera input. It's like all the way up top somewhere or something. Did I pass this down here somewhere? Yeah, here's where all the shooting is. So we got 3-round burst, which no longer actually works. How long is the animation for that? Weapons, let's go. It was the black one, correct? It is. So if we scroll down to military weapons dark, weapons, animations, then we'll do shotgun. Fire shotgun. So here, 0. 100%, that is there a number? There's got to be a number for how long that is. Sequence length 4.3 seconds. That doesn't sound right at all, but okay. So if we go back into weapons. Oh, we have have something to search this by. We got. Oh, it's up here probably, isn't it? Pick up. We do not have it open. Okay. Weapon type, weapon name, weapon class, fire mode. So I'm gonna change this to be pump action shotgun. There we go. Save that. Shouldn't need that open no more. So now if we go back into our BP tray, it now says BP pump action shotgun. So what we're doing here is we're literally going to a branch. We're calling the fire logic or the fire message, and then we're going to do a delay, and then it said it was like 4.5 or 4. I'm gonna do 4.2 to maybe make it right at the last second where you can shoot again. Maybe, I don't know. Line trace, and then we're just going to take this, and this, and duplicate it down here because I'm not trying to type all that out. Drag that into there, and then that should be the end of it because you don't really actually have to keep returning its value. Once you return it the first time, it should be okay. Oh, target, yeah, target. Go ahead and just drag this down here to make it easier to read. Compile. There we go. So now, go ahead and pick it up. Oh wait, it probably would help if I would change the shotgun from semi-auto to pump action shotgun. Compile, save, and then pump action pickup should automatically be good, right? Okay. So now, are you fucking kidding me? How does this not work? I'm calling it to have the shooting action of this one. It's gone off to a branch. It's as true. And then can fire. I mean, I guess we can go ahead and duplicate that, sure. Anyways. Can fire is true. Going into there. Going into there just like that one is. This one's at duration of 4. Length is in seconds. Well, this wouldn't make any sense. This would be like a full auto. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna make no damn sense. Yeah, why can you fully auto, like, why can you full on shoot that like that, dude? That don't make no damn sense. Why I can rapidly fire it like that. Guess once again, I'm not doing the shotgun right now. That sucks because I was really looking forward to having a shotgun, but whatever, we'll just continue with the video.
Work.
We'll just leave this one as is for now, but just to double check, the one that we need is Fire Rifle W in BP Assault Rifle. In the event graph, double click Fire to implement this event. Fire. Oh, to be forgetting that a lot today. Sorry about. Click. Ah. It's only once we're releasing. This is something to do with the input. So let's find our input actions. You know what? Instead of setting it to triggered, let's just set it on started. There we go. Weapons firing, pretty cool. Pick up the assault rifle. It's starting to fire, but it's not stopping. So how are we going to implement it?
Okay, I already know how to implement it because it's already right here. Line trace, report noise event, blah, blah, blah. Then it goes back into the branch. Whatever. So this is pick up physics. Weapon system.
$2,970. That is what I made in a month as a smaller creator on a Kick creator in
Smaller creator and has almost 400 viewers at one time. Yeah, you're not technically a smaller creator, dude.
Guys, what's up? Mizzo Frizzo here, and welcome back to my true first-person shooter tutorial series. This is part 6, where I'm going to show you how to separate different animations based on which weapon your character. This is the logic we set up in the last session. And what we're looking for is right here in the spawn weapon logic where we set the new current weapon. We're going to grab this stuff.
Hold up. The set new current weapon. That is... Honestly, it's not close to half my main logic that I have created. So I probably should bring them all together because honestly, it's so annoying trying to find them. What the fuck? I need to bring all my logic together because my logic is completely separated. This is all trashed. Like legitimately none of this works anymore. I've disconnected it all and because it was working with the old system that we destroyed, and not destroyed on purpose, but like we destroyed it on purpose. We got rid of it. Switch weapon in hand. Yeah, so this is our weapon stuff. This is stuff we've created. Yeah, so we haven't created nothing else other than all this stuff down here. So what we're gonna do, I'm tired of having to jump around.
And make a
If you think of just this. Yeah. Give us some space. What the fuck is going on? Why did I highlight that whole fucking thing? Alrighty then. I'm gonna highlight all of this and then move it back. Move it back. I guess we'll just move this maybe upwards all the way up here so it's less of a Spider-Man trying to stop a train type of web. Bring that up here. It kind of binds with that a little bit, so it's kind of hard to see.
space here after weapon name, but before switch on enum weapon name, we're going to create a new variable and we're going to call it current weapon int
Just that one right
of
there.
type integer. Compile and save, and if we alt click drag this out to here, we're going to set it here off of this enum weapon name, but first we need to convert this into an integer. So if we just search int conversion to integer byte, plug this in here, plug in the execution pins, and that's all we really need to do here. Plug this in here.
Plug that into there.
Plug in the execution pins. And that's all we really need to do here.
So he's not plugging in that bottom one.
Compile and save, and now we're going to find our animation blueprint.
Compile and save. Now I don't know if mine's just gonna automatically work since I already have a blueprint class and all the other shit. I doubt it, but it is. Now this one doesn't work, but that's okay. This one doesn't work either. Alright, give me my pistol back. I'm back, bitches. I am fucking back, bitches. It's been so long since my guns have actually worked. Now they'll just start going randomly. They don't seem to really be broken. So they will start going to the last position that they've heard. And then bam. That's the strong one. Yowzers. He almost killed me. Holy shit. Okay, I'm excited. Now I need to figure out how to do the damage per weapon. So each weapon hits differently. Because a pistol should not be hitting the same damage as an AR. So, go ahead and get rid of all this stuff now. The BP pickups or just whatever. Shotgun can be closed. Shotgun pickup can be closed. Shotgun that can be closed. That can be closed. So I want to do weapons. We're in weapons now. So what I want to do is AR. And then pistol. And then enemies. Which are... And NPCs? No. Characters? No. Yes. There's NPC 1 and then there's the NPC 2. So these are two separate ones. There's not really much of a difference between them other than their health amount, I believe. Unless I didn't change that one for the second one. Enemy health is 100. Enemy health is also 100. Okay, so they're both the same. I just duplicated and was going to change them. So damage type, damage, trying to see here. Can we create a new variable? Damage amount, and then can we reference that? Damage type, object types, damage type. A damage type is intended to define the describe a particular form of damage to provide an avenue for customizing responses to damage various source types. So variable, this one's for like the pistol, so damage amount pistol. do that one. Let's compile that real quick. Then we'll see it pop up down here. This one should be a float, correct? Float is the whole number. No. Okay, it would be integer. I can't remember those two ever. So like 25 is what we set for this. Make it visible on all, so instance editable. Damage amount pistol. So BP trace, that's for the pistol. Let's go to NPC. Enemy held damage amount, boolean. So this is referencing to that. Damage amount, set damage amount. Can we just get that one? So is that referencing that? It looks like it is. Damage amount pistol. Now that's we wouldn't want to do it in here though, should we? It would want to be in here where we have our weapons themselves selected, maybe. So like I don't know. So this is casting a line trace, so this is where it's actually doing it. And this one right here is field of view, player health check region, players getting hurt, health logic, so health modifier, dead. So this is return value, damage, apply damage. So this is gun damage, so this is always doing 10, but I don't really want to do just that. I want it to check between two different weapons. Is current weapon pistol is what we could do. Get current weapon and cast 2 BP pistol, base damage. Promote to variable. Question is, can we do is the current weapon BP master weapon thing, get BP pistol, cast a BP pistol. I'm just trying some random stuff. This may not work at all. work? Let's try it then. So if we grab the pistol and we go to shoot this guy, well, hang on, I don't even know what the rifle is set to. So let's do like 100 just for shits and giggles and testing. And then BP pistol. Set it to like 2. Just so there's a clear difference if there even is one. So first things first, let's just. That was that was a lot. That didn't take much at all. So okay, what we're gonna do is change their health. Maybe a bit much, but we're trying to do some testing here so we don't need them to die instantly. That took a lot. Did I just figure it out? So let's just test it now. Probably help if I actually hit my damn shots. Yeah, look how fast they die when I actually hit them. But if I grab the pistol, on the other hand, that's a huge difference. You can tell. If I use that, though, it kills them really fast because, well, yeah. That is awesome, actually. I can't believe I actually got that to work. Because if you look at the assault rifle, we're hitting for, what, 100? So let's just take us up normal. So, like, 35 for that. For the AR. For the BP pistol, we're going to do, like, 15. That's damage amount, pistol, damage. I don't think we need these now, the integers, because what it's doing, if you look at the blueprint, it's getting the current weapon and then it's getting the damage from those current weapons that it's holding, which should automatically already be there because of these values right here that I have. So we shouldn't have to have that one in there. We should be good. Yeah, so save and compile. It's gonna be hard to kill these motherfuckers. So we grab this. Hey boys. Yeah, what's up, bitch? Oh my god. Takes so much to get them. And of course the pistol would be even harder. Because the pistol's only 15 damage. Oh, I was gonna up a hill. I thought they fell and died. I almost died. Whoa, I gotta fix the body collision for when they're dead, but yeah. Now let's just do this real quick. You died, play again. Like normal. But what we're gonna do, let's stand over here in the fire. Oh yeah, you're gonna fuck me up, aren't you? Main menu, play, and then we're back. Except for it's glitchy as fuck when you go to main menu and then go back. I gotta fix that, but we now officially know how to add weapon, like different weapons in, different damages per weapon, and everything else. So that makes me happy. Another thing I want to change that we don't have changed is in my blueprint here is player health check and regen. Is player getting hurt? If so, is health there. It's going to call for dead there. Dead is down here. So create widget. I would like to ragdoll. Ragdoll. Oh. How did we ragdoll again? Hang on. It was, let's see here. Enemy health check. Ragdoll is alive. Truth and collision enabled. Oh, damn, okay, there's a lot. So minus this. Let's see here. Can we get this whole thing here? Are we able to copy from one blueprint to the next? Let's see. Let's see if we are able to. We are able to. So is alive is a condition. If it's true, it's going to set the mesh, simulate physics. I mean, does this work right off the rip or nah? Let's see something here. Are we able to pull two strings from one of these or not? We are not. Okay. There's an and boolean. We can put it up there. So this is player hurt gets so blah blah blah. So whenever this cast to dead, we're gonna throw this into there. It's gonna do is alive, true. It's gonna do all this stuff. It's gonna come down. It's gonna set it to alive, to false, and then hopefully do what it's supposed to do. Is alive. Okay, so it says it can't find that variable, so let's create that variable. Is let's try it. Huh. I'm on the wrong picture, but that's working. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Just trying a couple of things I don't know. I feel like some of these are just kind of like not working right for the player like it was the other thing. So let's just see if we can do some adjustments here. Shorten it up a bit and make it a little bit better. Target is body, I guess. I don't know. Still didn't work. Okay. I don't understand. I mean, shit, maybe just simulating the physics alone is enough. Probably not. Worth a shot, though. Hey, bitches. Come over here. Yeah, you're... Oh, my God, you're the strong one. You're both strong. I forgot about that. Yeah, nope, it doesn't work. Okay. Well, I tried. I don't remember how to really do it. It's been a while since I've done it. Now, let's go make a player health pickup. UE 5.2. Trying to remember who I watched.
Go to motionarray.com and enter a world with over 2 million creative assets to bring your vision to life.
What's up, guys? Welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I am going to show you on how to pick up health pods that will basically give you more health. It's going to be a very easy build to follow, so let's get started. Alright, so first of all, let's...
Yeah, did you figure out the gun problem? No, sort of. So what I did is I kind of went back and just did it the other way. So let me find... This is how we originally did it here, this little situation. I no longer can switch between weapons and hold two of them at a time right now. I'm going to work on trying to find a different thing, essentially. I'm going to try to find a different way of doing it. But for now, we just went back to the original way of casting everything and checking everything and then setting them to their own attached to components. And yeah, that's how it worked here. Now, my other thing is, like, I see here that on attach actor to component, we're attaching it to the body with its own socket name. Now that I'm thinking about it, on the last one, when we were still using attach actor to a component. We were doing attach component to a component, and then we were doing a socket attach, like with a class default or something, and then we were attaching one of these two to the parent. wonder if we could have just like switched around those two things, so actor to component instead of component to component. If that could have figured out or fixed a lot of stuff. But I mean, we technically have everything working again the way I had it before I made the change. So if we look here, excuse me, we can shoot, and it does actually kill them. I just don't have a way of showing by visuals that it kills them, other than until they die. And these guys have a decent amount of health because I have it turned up for testing purposes on damage per gun. So my AR does more damage than my pistol. I have that set as a variable in the weapon blueprints and stuff like that. So there we go. That one just died. Whoa, glitchy. Now if I pick up the pistol and try to do the same thing, it'll take a lot more. And bam, they still die. It just takes a lot longer. And of course, I still can't. I can take damage from them. I can do everything still like that I originally was able to, which is cool. So if you walk up to them and you get their attention, they'll like hit you with this like collision thing. When they both hit you, it really hurts. And then of course, when you die, there's that. You can click play again. It's very unrefined, but it's getting there. Where's your other dude? Hey, okay, I was about to say, where'd you go? Right now, we're going to figure out how to do a health pickup. I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to do it. I just don't want to take out the time to try to figure it out right now because I've had one single day off of work this week. And the one day I had off, I had to throw a birthday party for my daughter because she turned 3, which is fine, but we've been busy all day since like 10 a.m. I work nights. So if I work nights and then I get up at 10 a.m. to do the birthday party stuff and everything, but I didn't got much time to do anything, so I ain't trying to sit there and figure stuff out right now.
Create the health collectible. So let's just right click and create a new blueprint class, and this will be an actor.
Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and compile and save all of these things right now because I would like to make my health stuff, my health variables, like collectibles for me to pick up, and everything else. So let's go ahead and let's find our mains, our blueprints, and then we're going to do a new blueprint. We're going to do actor, and I'm going to call this health pickup. I'm assuming that's what we got to call it.
Let's call this BP underscore health collector. Something like that. Let's just go ahead and open this up. So the first thing I'm going to do is go and add a static mesh. In this case, you can put whatever you want. You can put a custom model. In my case, I don't really have anything, so I'm going to go ahead and just randomly put an icon here. Maybe this.
What do I want as like a static mesh? Let's look on. Let's minimize this. Let's look up Epic. Oh wait, you can do it directly from Unreal Engine, can't you? Yeah, Unreal Marketplace. Okay. Let's just look up health. Look at that. That's cool, actually. But it's way too cartoony. I mean, I probably should start with that, but right now I just really didn't want to. Health system. Health pickup? I don't know. Do they got any free things with that? They do not? What? I figure they'd at least have something. Those are cool. Well, just for now, we might buy something here in a little bit, but not right now. So we're going to do... Where did the blueprint go? We'll just do... health. Did I say a rock? Yeah, we're gonna eat a rock for health. Why is that so large? Holy shit. 0.2. Still very large. How large is that? Let me see based off my player. That's doable for now, just for a testing purposes.
This editor help. Okay, I'm gonna be using this. So let me change a bit the scale. Let's put it to maybe 0.5. There we go. So it's a bit smaller. Let's go down and change this to have no collision.
What?
Smaller. Let's go down and change
Collision
this
presets.
to have no collision. And what we're going to do instead is select the scene root and add a collision. In this case, it will be a sphere collision, and this is going to be the trigger. So basically, when the player will collide with this trigger, well, it will basically go ahead and pick up the thing. So I can go ahead and change the sphere radius so it's a bit bigger, and we'll have a better feeling because we'll pick it up a bit before than when we actually enter into the model, and it will just give a better sensation. Now let's go ahead and make sure this trigger is set to overlap O dynamic. And now what we're going to do is go on to the component begin overlap, which is when an actor
Component begin
basically goes
overlap.
and collides with it. And when that happens, what we're going to do is make sure that this actor, it is the player. So what I like to do is just go ahead and ask if it has the tag player. So let's go also and quickly just add that tag into our third person character. So let's go into the blueprint. And I'm gonna go into the
Class settings of the first person player, right? So I'm gonna see what mine is. Mine's a MetaHuman Tray BP. Class settings. Mine is. Do I even have one? Class default.
class defaults, yeah. Go into tag and now
Yeah, mine's automatically player. Okay, so I already have player as
add to
mine.
tag and go ahead and just add the player tag. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that when the player collides, we are going to go ahead and connect this. There we go. And in here, cast to the third person character. Okay.
Oh, we're doing it off the same thing. Okay. Gas to BP underscore tray. Oop. BP underscore tray. Because mine is tray, not that.
And in this case, I'm gonna do B, calling an event that will increase my health. Right now, I have created a simple health system, so you can see my tutorial for that. Basically,
My simple health system is right down here, health region. So I'm taking the health and then I'm adding whatever to it. So I need to take the max health minus the health, get that variable, and that's what I'm adding to it, or whatever I really, really want. I could just set it to like 25 or 50 or 100. It'll just collect it and then it'll clamp it anyways, because I already have it set into a clamp here. So health +1, max health, clamp, health region, blah blah blah, plus the max health set to the player is 100, so that's that.
okay, you just have a health variable right now, so that's 70, and then I just have a widget which will just have a single slider, and it will show up.
We got a lot of different things here.
Left corner of the screen. So let's go ahead and just drag our health collector into the scene over here. Drag it there. There we go. And what we're going to do is go into the third person character, and we're going to create a new custom event that we will basically call from our health collector to basically increase our health. So let's go ahead and just right click custom event.
Okay, so I'm gonna compile and save real quick so it shows up. Because I guarantee we're gonna cast to some of these things here. Save, come over to here. I'm gonna do it next to this. New custom event.
And we just increase health, for example. And what we can do is go ahead and add an input. So this will be new health, for example, right? And we can
Compile. Save, damn. So new inputs. This is going to be a Boolean. This is going to be what he said, new health. His naming schemes are weird. We'll see.
change this to be a float. And then what we can do is get our health and just basically add it with the one incoming, which in this case will be this one. And
take our health. So we're getting the health. We're adding it to that, which in this one will be here. So the new health will be this. So we're just adding to it.
now we will just set health once again. And also let's go ahead and make sure that health is basically less than equal than the maximum, which is 100. So if health is bigger than 100, we can go ahead and put this here and set it to be 100. Alright.
That's some weird shit, bro. I'll tell you what. Set health. So he's literally taking that, setting health. I'll move this down here. He's taking a branch, adding that into there. We're taking, or we're getting health. So we're just gonna duplicate this here. We're taking this into a greater than symbol. So greater than 100. Adding that into there. If it is true, then we are setting health back to 100. It's not really the way I want to do it, but sure. I would like to just add increments. Let's see here. True. Then let me see here real quick. We got that player cast to BP. Get BP underscore well. Trying to think here. This is weird to do it this way.
So now we can test this, and we go into health collector, and just pick up health, so it'll be was increased health, right? And we can put, for example, something.
What?
And we can test this, and we go into health collector, and just pick up health, so it'll be was increased health, right? And we can put, for example, something as 10. And now what I can do is put a bit more of this health collectors in the scene. So let's duplicate them and put it here, whatever, right? And let's go.
What did we call it? Health collector? Hey. Health collector. So we're gonna say that this specific pickup will give you 25 health. Compile, make sure that's compiled. And just for testing purposes, where did we add that to? We added that to our blueprints, right? Not that blueprints, but this one. There's more than one blueprint, sadly. Oh, we already have one down here. Okay. So if we click play, you can see him up there. We're laggy a little bit, but that's okay. We forgot to clamp our FPS and everything else. So let's go ahead and take a bunch of damage. Okay, so we accepted it. Now you can just constantly run into it, which we needed to destroy that actor once we're done with it.
So pick it up, as you can see, it will increase my health, and it looks pretty cool. Now, of course, we have to get rid of them once you got them. So let's go here and just do a destroy actor. So we just get rid of them, and now let's also just go ahead and play a little sound. So before we destroy it, I'm gonna say play sound at location, and let's play, for example, this camera.
Huh. Okay. So play sound at location. Okay, we don't have the sounds he has, but that's okay. Sure, we'll do that one.
I don't have a cool sound here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and leave this one. Get out to the location, and now what we can do is also just make it spin by default, because I think it will be cool if it's just slowly spinning. It will give this a collectible effect. So what we can do is just go and add the rotated movement, and we can add an axis on Z. So now we can just put, for example, 100 on these Z axis, and now slowly it will rotate.
Wait, what?
So now it's slowly spinning. It will give this a collect one. Get out to the location, and now what we can do is also just make it spin by default, because I think it will be cool if it's just slowly spinning. It will give this a collectible effect. So what we can do is just go and add the rotated movement, and
I was like, where the fuck are my options? Rotate
we
rate.
can add an axis on Z. So now we can just put, for example, 100 on the Z axis,
180.
and now slowly it will.
Well, that's cool as fuck, actually. Look at it. It's literally rotating. So if we're at 100, you'll still collect it, which... Let me check something real quick. So we have this here, event graph. So... I think I'm going to change this blueprint up a little bit. I think I can do it. So... have all this here. So play sound allocation, health collector, cast a BP. So that's because we added this here. Is there a way we can call for the player's health here? Get player, get BP, no. Health. Cast BP, health pickup class. I just don't like how you can pick it up at all times. I would like for it to be picked up only when a person needs it. Okay, well, I mean, shit, technically that's all we need to do, really. So this is BP. Let's just go ahead and rename this BP Health plus 25. So duplicate this. We're going to do BP Health plus 50. So open up this one, and we're going to add 50 to it. And we compile and save. So if we go back this way, let's just take like, I don't know, this one here, and we'll do like the plus 50 here. We will do separate test forms. So let's go ahead and click play. FPS G dot max FPS 60. Hey bitch, stop hitting me. I'm literally lagging. Okay, well, they hurt me a little bit. So yeah, I'm almost dead there. So this one right here should be 25. That's not a bunch. Go ahead and hit me real quick. Ooh. This one should be 50. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so that works. Bop. Sweet. See, these small little short episodes, things like this are great. They're really fucking helpful.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the 10K subscriber special. Thank you guys so much for your incredible support and love, because we have reached this.
Those free for the month assets. Okay, so how to change your static mesh for characters in UE 5.2.
So, if you're serious about using Unreal, then I highly recommend you just re-rig all of your characters using the Unreal 5 skeleton as your base. Seriously, if you just straight up open the FBX file out of Unreal 5's mannequin and do a mega basic crude weight paint job, like no rigging, just weight painting, like you can see here, I didn't add any IKs, no FKs, no NURBs, no controls whatsoever. If you just weight paint your character using the Unreal rig and then do a standard FBX export, then when it gets to Unreal, under skeleton, it will recognize that the skeleton is exactly the same as its native default. And then within 5 seconds, if you browse to the blueprint of the Unreal demo character, double click, and on the right under mesh, if you click, you can straight up just set it to your own character. Save, press play, you're done. Zero retargeting necessary. You can test your game with a new character, and it will have access to all the standard Unreal animations like running, idle, jumping, whatever. So use the Unreal skeleton as your base. It will save.
Do you want to be able to change the default character mesh in Unreal Engine from the mannequin to something more fun and exciting? I got you. Let's take a look. For starters, bring in your new skeletal mesh. If you're new to this, make sure that you've got none selected if it's a new kind of mesh. Open advanced settings, turn on import morph targets, and also make sure that you're importing your normals instead of computing them.
Okay, well, we got some things I would like to download. Go here, go to favorites. That's NPC zombies. So this is what we're going to be doing. Give me 1 second here. Buy now. Yeah. That is not the right card. Delete, confirm, create a card. Y'all can't see this because no. She's in my pocket somewhere. There she is. Alrighty. Okay. Extron. Okay, add to project. Show all projects. MetaHuman FPS. Add the project. And we are now adding everything to our projects. I just spent $9 on some skins. Alright, let's see here. Zoom out of this. Control space, and then let's go down to NPC zombies. There we go. Maps. What the hell? Zombie man, zombie woman. There we go. So we got animations. There's a bunch of them. So there's eating animation. Anim hungry walk, idle, epic content. We got mannequins. So these are all from UE4. Okay. Pull up that video real quick we were just watching. Also, while we're here, hold up. I also have this to make a different tax for enemies. I think that's what we're about to start working on, so I'm going to throw it and working on it. Healing for players. For the most part, it's finished. I could always add different kinds. Healing system for enemy. Our health system, that's been finished. Health system for player, for now, has been finished unless we add more into it. Adding up to 5 weapons. I don't want to do that right now, so I'm just going to leave it on things to do. The idle animations are good. Weapon systems are still being worked on. Recoil pattern. Aiming animations are all finished right now. Alright, there we go. Now I know things we finished and things we still need to finish. So, we're all good there. Hold up.
Make sure that you've got none selected if it's a new kind of mesh. Open advanced settings, turn on import morph targets, and also make sure that you're importing your normals instead of computing them. Make sure it's set to import animations as well as materials if you want those imported. I don't have any animations, so I'm going to leave it unchecked. I'm using this little cat lady mesh as part of a cute and cozy game I'm making in my free time, and it's a little work in progress at the moment. All your model needs is working bone hierarchies and a skinned mesh. Give it a
I should have that. I hope. I believe it does, but you never know. Materials, epic content, animations. I basically just need the mesh. Maybe, I don't know.
quick check to make sure there aren't any major malfunctions. Go back to the blueprint folder under third person, and let's duplicate the blueprint that has the mannequin so that we can start from scratch with a new one. Let's right click and press duplicate. Let's open our new blueprint and change the mesh component. Click.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we need to do the same thing, but for our character? No. Yeah. So I'm going to duplicate this blueprint npc underscore test. So this is just a test. I don't want to fuck up the other ones, so I'm going to drop this guy right over here, right in front of where everything's happening at. We're going to drag our character backwards a little bit now that we got the weapons to my point where I want to have them be. Like, I think they're good. So what we're going to do is drag it up here. Drag it up here. Rotation. 180 so they'll be facing me because I would like to see them when I first spawn. Now let's go ahead and open that one up.
The mesh component and then change the mesh.
Hold up. God damn.
Mannequin so that we can start from scratch with a new one. Let's right click and press duplicate. Let's open our new blueprint and change the mesh component. Click the mesh component and then change the mesh asset to our new mesh.
His base skin down there looks like it's T-posing, so let's just see how this works right off the rip, if it breaks. Okay, well, it looks cool now. It's actually really scary, not gonna lie. It kind of scared me because as soon as I spawned, it went blah right in my face.
Now, if your mesh looks really funny, that's probably because you're still using the old animation blueprint, which doesn't work with this model. However, if your model is...
Hold up, really? Hold up, I forgot about that. Animation mode, use animation blueprints, use animation assets, animations to play. We're gonna do... compile. Test real quick. So that one didn't work. Zombie woman, zombie man.
rigged to the default skeleton, you might already be good to go.
I thought mine was. None. What'd they call that other one? I mean, man, anims, animation sequence, zombie man, hungry. Doesn't really seem to work too well. froze it. Okay.
For now, let's select none under Animation Blueprint. This will make our character use their default reference pose. This character has a T-pose. Now we need to test our character. A really fast way to do this is to change the world settings and override some of our game modes. Although to avoid bad habits, you should also make sure you've made a game mode and change the pawn there as well. We can drag our character over and place it on the default pawn slot, or we can find it in the drop-down. Now when we press play, we have our T-posing character. But it's not animating. We gotta fix that. Now, in older versions of Unreal,
Okay, so jump can be configured component, blah, 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 movement input. I just need the animations for these guys. Where the fuck do you find that at? I'm gonna try idle, then Z idle, test, and I'm gonna try to retarget.
we would typically try and copy all of the stuff that's in the Mannequin's animation blueprint and bring it over into our new animation blueprint. But using Unreal 5's retargeting tools, we can actually copy over all the animations and the animation blueprint itself all at once using an IK retargeter. That's what we're going to do next. If you're new and not sure what that is, just hang on. Let's find the folder with our character and right-click to create a new asset. It's hard to find asset types sometimes, so you can just start typing in IK to find the IK asset. Inside the IK asset, let's set our character to the preview mesh. Let's open another IK asset. Now, as much as possible, we want to match what's going on in the default mannequin. You can see this has a bunch of different chains that are all set up in the lower right, and we want to be able to match them as much as possible, but for this character, I really don't have that many chains to match. Let's create a solver. We're going to create a full body IK. Next, we need to create bone chains and add IK goals to the skeleton. I'm going to select my hands and the balls of my feet, right-click, and create IK goals. Let's set the pelvis bone, the first bone independent from the root, as our retarget root. We also need to set it as the root of our full body IK solver. Remember for bone chains that you want to start at the beginning of the effect of the IK chain, and you want to go all the way to the bone that is being directly moved by the chain. So for example, in your right arm chain, your upper arm would be the start of the right arm, and your hand would be the end of the bone chain.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the hell this dude's honestly talking about. Like, there's a lot going on. So this one's going to go from this one to Shit, why does this gotta be so damn hard to do something like this? It can't just be as easy as switching shit around. Well, this doesn't really tell me jack shit. Well, shit.
You should also make sure that the balls of your feet are declared as the end of your leg chains. This will make sure that you're getting all the foot roll animation carried over from the Unreal Mannequin. This is what my final bone chain looked like. Notice that I have my goals set up under the IK goal column. In the same folder as our IK asset, let's make an IK retargeting asset. And we can start typing to search for it again to save time. It'll show up with a dialog box that'll actually appear twice. Select first the source, being the mannequin that we want to copy over, and then the target, being our custom character. We are now in Unreal's retargeting tool inside our IK retargeting asset. We can drag on.
We might try to do what the hell he's doing, because I am confused as a motherfucker.
The mannequin's animation blueprint and bring it over into our new animation blueprint. But using Unreal 5's retargeting tools, we can actually copy over all the animations and the animation blueprint itself all at once using an IK retargeter. That's what we're going to do next. If you're new and not sure what that is, just hang on. Let's find the folder with our character and right click to create a new asset.
Okay, so our character is going to be this character, which is the BP whatever test, which is in characters. And it's this guy right here. New folder, IK, retarget, stuff.
It's hard to find asset types sometimes, so you can just start typing in IK to find the IK asset. Inside the IK asset, let's set our character to the preview mesh. Let's open another. It's hard to find asset types sometimes, so you can just start typing in IK to find the IK asset. Inside the IK
Which one? You didn't show which one you clicked on, dude. This one?
asset, let's set our character to the preview mesh. Let's open another IK asset. Now, as much as possible, we want to match what's...
So you want to do the IK mannequin one now. So we're going to go to... Where the fuck is mannequin? Animations. Third person animations. No. I gotta find the word mannequins. Wherever the hell that is. I got so much shit. It's so hard to find them anymore. And wherever that is, which should be this one. Content, characters, rigs. Content. This is mine. Mannequins, rigs. Got this one open up here.
Going on in the default mannequin. You can see this has a bunch of different chains that are all set up in the lower right, and we want to be able to match them as much as possible, but for this character I really don't have that many chains to match. Let's create a solver. We're going to create a full body IK. Next, we need to create bone chains and add IK goals to the skeleton. I'm going to select my hands and also my feet, right click.
Hands and the balls of the feet. What up,
IK
dude?
goals to the skeleton. I'm going to select.
Okay, why did this guy name this shit this way? What the fuck? Right. Okay, that's not really it, I don't think. I want the one right in the wrist. So it goes up to like right I'm assuming there. That honestly is what I'm assuming it is. So cat, right lower arm. L lower arm. I don't fucking know. Cat right lower arm. Palm. Well, there's the palm. Palm. Is that the other one? It is. Okay, so we have the arms. There's gotta be one for foot. What we'll do, just so we can remember, it was palm. Because now we're going to have to click through this bitch and try to find the fucking feet. All the way down. Well, that wasn't fucking hard. So this is this one. Leg. That one. That one. Right leg one. What the fuck is that one? Okay, so that one. That one. Palm. That one and that one. Why does it deselect my shit, bruh? You fucking serious? This is gonna be so much more difficult than I fucking thought it was gonna be if I had to scroll through this bitch. So there's the feet. Okay, so we're getting closer. Man, why does it gotta be such a fucking difficult thing, bro? Like, why couldn't you just make this easy? I mean, it's easy because you already made the model when I bought it, but like, still, dude, seriously, god damn. Be nice if I could fucking search and it wouldn't, you know. Nah, that's some bullshit right there. There's those two. Where the fuck is the rest? That's not what I want. I want this one here. And then I gotta find the palm on the other one too. Still in that hand. Right, arm palm. Go all the way down. This leg. And not that one. Not that one. Where the fuck did it go? Did your other leg just break? Do you no longer have one? Okay, so cat, lightning. What the fuck, man? This shouldn't be this fucking hard.
Select my hands and the balls of my feet, right click, and create IK goals. Let's set the pelvis bone, the first bone independent from the root, at
Bro, I don't know where to find the pelvis bone for this motherfucker. This motherfucker doesn't know how to name stuff. There's like no root.
as our retarget root. We all also need to set it as the root of our full body IK solve. We also need to set it as the root as our retarget root. We also
Set root bone on select solver. That ain't working there, bud. Ain't none of these working.
need to set it as the root of our full body IK solve. Remember for bone chains that you want to start
Well, this is a pain in the ass because this person didn't set this thing up at all. Okay, I guess that's what we're gonna name it. It's right there. This one's gonna be spine, start bone. It ain't let. In bone. Oh my god. Why is this gotta be so fucking hard? We spine 4. Cat right hub 02. Cat rig hub 02. Add a new chain. I guess I'm gonna call this one head. Add chain. This one right here is gonna be for like the neck area. So we're gonna do neck 1. I guess so. Be in neck 1. In bone will be. Do we even have a head bone? Yeah, be in head 1.
At the beginning of the effect of the IK chain, and you want to go all the way to the bone that is being directly moved by the chain. So, for example, in your right arm chain, your upper arm would be the start of the right arm, and your hand would be the end of the bone.
Shit, we might be able to get this right. Maybe not. I don't fucking know. I'm so glad that this was cheap, because buying something that you can't get to work hurts. Alright, so we're going to do like left arm, right arm, left leg, right leg.
Bone chain. You should also make sure.
Okay. Add chain. We're going to name this one left arm. Add chain. Right arm. Fucking fly, get off me, dude. Right leg. Why does it not automatically start typing? Left leg.